I think Jake Paul, we got to see him and Tommy Fury. That's the fight in the UK. Stop with the nonsense. That's a legit fight, and that's the best fight I think from a competitive standpoint that he can make. So yeah, I give Jake Paul his credit. He at first I was like, this guy's making a joke of boxing, and that's where I was like, no, this guy, he was like these YouTube dudes who did boxing, YouTubers, TikTok. That's stupid. I'm like, he's making a joke of boxing, this, that. But after seeing how hard he trained and how dedicated he is, and working with BJ Flores, who's former cruiserweight, and then fighting Nate Robinson, who, I'll be honest, I thought Nate was going to beat him at the time because I thought Nate, had him. He was more athletic, this, that, and he goes in there and knocks Nate out easily. I'm like, whoa, this guy's better than I thought. Then he goes and beats Ben Askren and Tyron Woodley and Anderson Silva. I expected all those things to happen. But listen, I know a lot of people don't like Jake Paul, and I understand that he bothers a lot of people. You have to be fair. If you told me 5 years ago there was going to be this guy who was a YouTuber and he was a Disney star, and he goes on and beats Nate Robinson, Ben Askren, Tyron Woodley, and Anderson Silva, I would have said you are out of your mind. You are crazy. And he went on and did all that stuff. So he's already exceeded my expectations. I think that it's no doubt about it that he's a much better boxer than people think. Can he beat world champions? No. Can he beat anybody that anyone ever heard of at that size? That's a boxer? Probably not. Besides Tommy Fury, but he has exceeded expectations, and I can't hate on it. I really can't. Do I look at him the way I look at Usyk and Fury and Artur Beterbiev and Crawford and Spence? No, but that's not the point. He's not, a world champion, but he is a guy that has a fan base. He took a fan base from a different sport, brought him into this sport, and not a different sport, from a different audience, brought him into boxing. And you gotta give him his credit. He was able to, hustle. And a lot of people are saying, oh, this and that, it's not right. Mike Tyson and Roy Jones did an exhibition fight that did, $1 million in pay-per-view. So, you can't hate on Jake Paul for doing the same thing. I mean, at the end of the day, these guys aren't champions either. And to give a better example, George Foreman, when he came back after a long layoff, he comes back selling grills, eating hamburgers, being a fun guy. He was fighting versus guys that no one ever heard of, and people were paying attention because George Foreman took what he had used to be a great fighter, and he used that to propel his career. So everyone's using what they have, and I give Jake Paul the credit, all the credit in the world for doing what he's doing. But yeah, he needs to stay away from Canelo because you got zero chance of beating Canelo. Just good, stop with that nonsense.